What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here, and we are back with our franchise mode as the Vancouver Canucks. And I'm starting it here because check it out. Calder Cup champions, Utica Comets. So that's great. All of our young prospects did amazing jobs, won us the Calder Cup. That's pretty good. I don't think I've ever had it. I maybe had a team like win it once in this this year. So I find it's kind of hard to win that sometimes, but we did it. So happy about that, and I did see some growth when I was checking out their lines as well. Anyway, here's the lottery positions. Obviously, we're not in there. We didn't have any extra picks or anything like that either. So we'll see now retirements coming up next, and we'll see if anyone retired. Dorsett retired. Okay, Dorsett at 33. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I was actually expecting Eriksson maybe to retire, but Dorsett retired. Okay, that kind of he's 33, man. What the hell? I was kind of liking him, whatever. All right, so Dorsett retires. Any goalies retire? Most likely not, because, yeah, we don't really have any old goaltenders. All right, now let's see around the league who's retiring. Okay, so that's Rick Nash, Parise, Palmanville, Minnesota lost a couple, Camilleri, Patrick Sharp, Jokinen, Bernsey at 35, 86, can play more. Keith, yeah, it makes sense. Dustin Brown, get out of here. Hoodler, Roy, all right. Seabrook as well is gone. See, that's another one I don't understand, man. 88 overall, yeah, still only 35. Like, come on. I think their overall should dictate a bit more whether they want to retire sometimes. All right, and I think that's all the pretty much big ones. Paul Martin was on Minnesota as well. He retired. All right, and yeah, I think that's all the big ones. Any goaltenders? Come on. Yes, Ryan Miller, Pekka Rinne at 37. I feel like he could also play one more year, but at 37, I guess it kind of makes a bit of sense. But still 86 overall. I think he could have played another year. Lettinen makes sense. Niemi, yeah, get out of here. Elliott, yep. Howard, yep. All these other ones definitely make sense though. All right, so that takes care of all the retirements, and now we could get into the draft. All right. Okay. Calgary Flames, at least we lost to the Stanley Cup champ. How the hell? I'm sorry. You guys already know what I'm going to say. How the hell do you win with that goaltender? All right, whatever. Let's start the draft in there. At least we got beat by the future champion, so we can hold on to that, I guess, but I'm so pissed we got beat in the first place. So, all right, there's some picks here, and now this is, I think, mostly computer-generated, so we're going to have to kind of see, is there anyone up here that we'd maybe want? Not really. There's an elite power forward, Chichu. That's funny. And then a couple of these guys in the tops. Yeah, I don't really know. I've been more looking for a left winger, to be honest. Well, he's a lefty, so Sullivan. Both of them are lefties, technically. But do we move up? I don't really think so. Yeah. I don't really think we should move up or can move up. I mean, we could trade our pick and something else for that, but I mean, who even would want to give it up? The Sharks, they wouldn't, and that makes sense. They're rebuilding now. LA probably wouldn't. They're kind of all right, wait. Yeah, wait a sec. How'd they miss the playoffs? Wait a sec. How the hell did LA miss the playoffs? They look like they look like they're still trying to capitalize on their core. Yeah, I don't think they should rebuild yet either. Look at that. They still got a few more years. That makes it makes a bit of sense. Okay, so let's say if we were trying to get that, what would make sense that they'd want to take back realistically? I would say definitely our first, and they'd want something to improve. They won't want the first. Okay, hold on then. They don't want that first, but they need something to improve. Yeah, Brassard. Yeah, I'm not giving up Brassard. Logan Brown, they would want maybe. Sutter. I'm looking to see if they'd want Eric. They do want Eriksson, but his value is just really not there. Still got a few years left, and people are saying, I guess, he had like a limited no trade, so it's like last year he had a no trade, this year he doesn't. I would not be opposed to trading away Eriksson. And he's got a little bit of value, and wouldn't really fit too many other places on our team at this point. He's done good for us, but I think we need the changing of the guard fully now. We've held on to him to make it relatively realistic, but only 2 years left on that deal. He kind of lines up with some of the other LA guys. So if we threw him in there, we'd have to throw someone else in there. Like, it might honestly have to be Logan Brown, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. I mean, yeah. Let's see if we could throw in him and that first. If we could do that. I don't know. Actually, let's throw in Edmonton second before that. See what kind of value that is, first of all. It's not even going to be close. So, hold on. Remove that. They'd be over the salary cap, so we'd have to retain some of that salary, which it's only going to pay 2 years for it. But that's still a bit to pay. 2 years, okay. Well, hold on. Let's see what else we could do here. All right, we still have a couple. I think LA's second, or are they third? They're third, so we still have a bit of time. I don't need to call a timeout quite yet. I mean, if we did throw in Logan Brown, he's done okay for us. He's also got 1 more year on that rookie deal, which would make sense to maybe trade him now. We do have Rasmussen who could replace him. Or we could force him down. Like, that's a tough one. I want to hold on to Sutter because this guy could be... The thing is about Brown is, like, he's young, and that's one of the reasons I kind of don't want to trade him. He's kind of okay, like, defensively for a third line. But we would have to give something up to get something. The thing is, do we want to move up in this draft? Like, there's a chance we can get one of those snipers. It's not a great chance, but there is a chance. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold off on that, and I'm going to sim the first pick. If one of the snipers goes, that's less of a chance we could get it. And I know they may change their mind and not want to trade their pick anymore, but I don't feel comfortable trading everything right now. So there's an offensive defenseman, defensive defenseman, 2 snipers, and a power forward going here. I would want to get one of the snipers who's a lefty. Yeah, that's what I would prefer. So let's sim that first pick. One of the snipers went. See, that's a bit dangerous. Now I'm going to sim the next pick and then see if LA still wants to give up their pick. Okay, there went the offensive defenseman. If LA still wants to give up their pick, I'll try to go for it. If they don't, then I'm just going to eat it. They still do. Okay. All right, then. Let's do this quickly, then. Let's see. Would they want our pick now? No, that didn't change. Okay. Then let's go back to what we were doing before. Might have to be Logan Brown, which, again, I would not be completely opposed to. We should have some other guys moving up this year with some jumps and stuff. We might have to do a little reset, but we do need a bit of a restructure, perhaps. Like, I don't know. Like, we could trade Virtanen, actually. He doesn't look like he's going to be... Oh, he's still got another year left as well. We could trade Virtanen. I know he's done okay, but I don't think he's going to grow anymore. I think he's actually going to drop. And if he's not going to be severely offensive, and he kind of has brought down that line, Besser should be ready. But then we don't have anyone ready to come up on that second line. We're totally stuck here. We kind of like have to give up stuff that we honestly don't have in certain ways, which really sucks. Yeah, I kind of need to hold on Virtanen for like 1 more year. Ugh. Yeah, this is really tough to do. Yeah. And if we think about Logan Brown, we could sign someone, sure, but if we do the count here, there's our first line now. Second line, Brassard. Let me just go by overalls here because that's easier. There's the first line. Second line, Besser. Second line, Brassard, Sutter, and probably still Virtanen. Third line, we could maybe have some of these guys jumping up. We could bring up some of these guys for third line roles if we wanted to give up Logan Brown. Thing about him is he's young and I like his defense, but everything else is really bad besides a decent shot. I mean, he did okay in the playoffs, but not great, and did okay in the regular season. I'm so torn on this guy. Sorry, I'm taking a while because this is a big trade. Well, if Adamo and what's his name, they jump up to like a third line role, or I could just play him in a third line role. He's got good defense. Castle, same kind of, well, not as great a defense. He could be a fourth liner, to be honest. Harkins, his defense is okay if he wants to jump up. Erickson. Let me do this. Let me try Brown and Erickson. See what the value is on that. Let me see. Is that even close to enough? Not even. I don't even think we can get this. I'd have to throw in the first still, and I'd probably have to retain salary. I would have to retain salary. Which we will have some signings coming up, and is that something that we want to do? Oh, man. Okay. Let's try to retain a bit at a time here. I'm just going to retain like 1 mil first. Would that be league approved? No, still not. Oh, it would be league approved, but they have too many skaters. Okay, hold on. We're doing this. Let's see here. Okay. If we can make this go through, I'll make it go through. I know Logan Brown is still young, but at the same time, we do have other young power forwards coming up. So let's just take back one of these guys. Condra, actually, since he's got bad morale, maybe if we play him in a depth role, he gets okay. So let's take back Condra. We might be able to use him. Wait, how many years does he have? Do I have to? That doesn't really matter if I have to re-sign him, to be honest. I'm not picky about that. I do want to see how many years he has because I don't want too much. Hold on. What's he got? Condra. That's actually perfect. It'll be one more year at the salary he's already being paid. Okay, put him in there. League maximum. Okay, hold on. Still over the league maximum. That I could put to 1 point. I have to go like that. Yeah, I'd have to go right there. I don't even want to bump it up anymore. I don't want to retain too much. Right there should be okay. No? Still over the maximum league salary cap. Interesting. How about that? What the hell? How are you guys still over the maximum leads? I'm doing this. What? Oh, this game sometimes. I don't get it. If I go up all the way to the max, which is 3 mil, is that still... Why was it... I don't know why it's still saying that, but it is. I don't understand that at all. If I remove Eriksson from that, then that's what it is, and I don't have any more value that I could kick in for that. So I don't think this is gonna work. There's nothing else that I want to. Even giving up Logan Brown's a bit of a risk for me. So at that point, I would have to get into things that almost seem unrealistic to me, which would be to trade away anyone else. I can't really trade away anyone else. Yeah, I got to hold on to everyone else just for the team, and yeah. That sucks, but what can you do? I could try Harkins and Logan Brown, but Harkins really helps out that AHL team. Although, maybe. We could sign some more people to do that. How many years left? Okay, they won't take him because of that 1 year left. Alright, well, I think we're SOL for that, to be honest. Yeah, we still got this. This guy's probably going to jump up too, which why I wouldn't actually be opposed to Logan Brown leaving. But we don't have anyone else who can go with him. We got Logan Brown. For Tannen, not really, because we're going to need an offensive guy there, and I cannot count on free agency to give me that necessarily. Although we could make a trade with some picks for someone and hope for jumps. Oh, man. Oh, they both have their, shit. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go for that first one more time. I just want to see if I can get away with it for those two. This is a lot to give up, but that could be a very good player here. No, it's too much. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm gonna have to give up way too much to be able to get this pick, and I don't even know how that guy's gonna turn out to be. Still won't be NHL ready for a couple years. Okay, they picked up the defensive defenseman. This might be a blessing in disguise. Picked up a starter. That other sniper has still not gone yet. Is he gonna be Red Elite? 5th pick from the Rangers. Turned out to be a top 6, so I'm actually not. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not throwing in an arm and a leg. Yep, I'm happy with it. Okay, so again, we kind of looked at it, and that's one of the reasons you don't want to ever overextend at the drafts a lot of times, because stuff like that can happen. And, you know, while I was looking for perhaps one of them, I was not about to give up much more than what I was offering. And even then, it was like a little bit eh. All right, anyway, let's sim up to our pick now. So I apologize about that. I just wanted to check it out and see if maybe we can make something happen there. But at the end, like, it was too much value, to be honest. And I knew it was only going to be like a yellow elite maybe. So at the value. Okay, there's some top 6s here that we could pick up. So that's still good. So basically, we can get a top 6 in the top 5, or we can wait till now and get a top 6, which is, you know, obviously. Oh, here's a sniper. So we can just pick up a top 6 sniper. Is he a lefty? He's a righty. But it's still a sniper. And he still should have some decent value on him. He's more than I'd want. I don't want any of these other guys. Not in this early. So let's pick up that sniper, Cullimore. Maybe might be red top 6, but whatever. It's probably the best value. Yep. Okay, so yellow top 6, not bad. Now we have a couple seconds in the next round. All right, so let's just sim up there. Don't think we're going to be doing any trading or anything like that. So it's going to sim up. We got the 3rd and the 2nd round and some more. There's some top 6 D-men going. Anything else, possibly? There's that grinder still. He could be a top 9 grinder for us, but eh. Defensive defenseman. I don't really like any of these guys, man. There's a left wing sniper, a righty though. Not needing any of those righties. Lefty playmaker. Defenseman. We're kind of set on a lot of these defensemen. But, two-way forwards are always good to have. A center two-way forward. He could play on the right wing side as well. Could be okay. Looking at him, he's going to definitely take a while to develop. Just by his defensive awareness alone. At 19 as well, that's a bit pushing it. But we don't really have anyone else scouted too well. So maybe I want to go for him. Or we can go for one of the defensemen here. One of them. Don't know anything about him. The grinder, we don't know too much about either. Only that he's going to take a while to develop. And he could be like a top 6 potential, which would pretty much guarantee he'd be third line. But at the same time, he's like a grinder. I don't know. Depends on how good he is. We don't need the offensive defenseman. Don't really need the playmaker either. We do have that green top 9 playmaker. If this guy's a top 6, then I just don't know enough about him to make that call. So I think safest bet would be to go for the two-way forward or the grinder. So I'm actually going to pick up the grinder because we do have quite a few two-way forwards. All right, he's a red top 6 grinder, which is actually really good. He could actually be like high third liner, maybe even second line, but I don't want a grinder on the second line, so I just keep him on the third line if he made it there, to be honest. All right, yeah, let's sim it to our next pick here. He should be a really good role player for us. All right, we should have another second here, late 25. Yep. Okay, there's a starting goalie there. That'd be good for increasing value if we could find someone like that. Although I don't see any goalies right off the bat. Here's that. Ooh, that's that same playmaker there. Maybe I pick him up just to see what he is. Like, I don't know. I don't really know not much about him. But I'm almost kind of interested. Here's another power forward with lefty. I don't really think I need him. Playmaker. He's 17, but that, yeah, you can see deking, passing. It's going to take a while for him to develop. Even all his speed categories as well, especially. What if this guy was like a yellow top? He's not going to be a yellow top 6, but what if like he was in some way someone that I could use? He's the best. I don't know. I'm not seeing really anyone else. All right, screw it. I'm going to take a chance on him. I was looking at him before. Let's just take a chance on him. Whoops. Whoopsies. Okay, well, that was a complete fail. My bad. Why the hell was he going to the second? Whatever. All right, I should have just picked someone else, but whatever. I mean, I don't expect. See, everyone else. That one actually didn't make sense while he's AHL right there, but whatever. It happens. I'm still satisfied with the other couple picks now. Some bottom 6 two-way forward, maybe. Maybe it's the time to get a two-way forward. 18 face-offs at 71 already. That's decent. This guy, looking at his defensive skills, we know a bit more about him. It's a lefty versus a righty. Face-offs at 71. This guy's got a bit more category. Shot blocking, stick checking, 72, 74. Puck control, 72. Offensive awareness, 70. He'll take a while to develop, but I do like where all his stats are, so I'm actually going to pick him up. Let's see. Please be a... Okay, red top 9. Not bad at all, actually, for this third round. But if you see all these like bottom 6s and red bottom 6s, red 7th D, that's not too bad. So let's sim up to the next pick. And I think we have a 4, right? I don't think we traded it. We might have traded it, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, we have a 4. Okay, a lot of AHL going. Some fringe starters. Goalie at this point wouldn't be bad. Fringe starter value is greater than anything else, any other values that are there. So let's check out this goalie who's a fringe starter. That's good. That should increase that value of that pick. All right, next pick will be the 5th. And now we're going to kind of just look for guys who may break out or may increase value. So... not going to be too much here by the looks of it. No league interest on a lot of these guys. Power forward, center. Low league interest. Probably not going to be anything lefty. Oh, yeah. Look at those stats that are... Oh, what is that? Oh, his durability is high. That's why. Power forward, no league interest. Two-way forward, some league interest. But he's 20 and he's... yeah. Not looking like anything. So I'll just kind of randomly pick someone. I'll just pick this. Don't know who I want to pick, actually. Screw that. I'll just pick this weird guy. I don't even know. He's got some weird high greens in there, so let's see. Yeah, it wasn't going to be... At this point, it's really not going to be anything, so I'm going to do... I don't even think I should do one more, but I'll try to find one more player in here. If he's AHL, then we know that's the end of it, but could be a non-AHLer here. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. There's a chance. There's always a chance. High league interest here for a two-way forward, so that's probably what I'll just pick up. How old is he? 20. Oh, dude, he's got like nothing. His speed is okay, but everything else is really bad. But so if anything, he'll take a while to develop, but he's probably just not going to be anything. It's just going to be, yeah, another AHL sell. Screw it. That's the end of that draft. I should have assumed in the last one. But you always got to maybe see. Sometimes the draft can be inconsistent, but I'm still happy with our draft here. We got some pretty good players in there, minus that Stapleton guy in the second or third round that we picked up, whatever the hell round he went in. The late second or something, I don't even know. But a green AHLer in there. So, if anything, maybe he gets good enough to be one of those guys who help out our AHL team as that playmaker. Which, again, it's not bad, but for the value of that pick, maybe not what you wanted. But that's all right, though. Okay, so now we're going to the contracts. And, yeah, we got to sign a few guys here, I believe. Okay, Kemp's ready to be signed. That's cool. Yule Levy wants to... Okay, so Yule Levy's going to need a contract. Who do we want to line him up with? We got 3 years left on some people. How many years does he want? He wants 2. I can give him 3, though. All right, 3 years, and I don't really have to start saving money, but I might want to start doing it, so give me 1 sec. All right, so I'm back now. Just got out my little phone calculator, and want to see what I can get. I can get him for 3 years at that price, which is extremely good. And actually, does his price jump? It doesn't jump up too much as we increase the years, so he might kind of stick around that 88, which isn't, again, not that bad at all. So we can get him for 3 years here at that price. I'll crank it up a bit since we did lower the, or change the amount of years, so just want to make sure we get him. All right, Broussard, well, we get to re-sign him next year for less money. That's the way I look at it. But Damo, I definitely want to sign him. Oh. Wait a sec. Actually, it doesn't look like he jumps too much, to be honest. Nah, I don't think he jumps too much, but I like his defensive stats enough to use him as a third liner, so I could hold on to him. He played pretty well, so he wants 1 year. I'll line him up. I'll give him 1 year. Fine. I don't have to pay him too much, so that's good. Just give him 1 year. Exactly what, I don't know. I could have gave him less, to be honest, but whatever. Trampkin. Okay, he wants a bit of money. I want to give you 3 years as well, to be honest. Ooh, that jumps up quite a bit, but 2 years, does that make a whole lot of sense with anyone else? Not really. It's either 1 year or 3 years here. 2 years lined up with Erickson, but Rasmus, no, I think 3. I want to give him 3 years, Trampkin. 2 years does take him out till he's done growing, but I would want 1 year after that in case I wanted to trade him. So we're shifting it up to 1 year. Doesn't jump up a huge amount, so it's not terrible. It's not ideal, but I can get him for about 3.8 by the looks of it. Actually, I can get him for right there, 3.75, unless the year change makes him hate it. But whatever, I'll try that first. Harkins, he probably doesn't want a two-way deal anymore, but he wants like a cheap deal, which I could still use for the AHL team when it comes down to it. So let me just decrease him as much as I can, even though he wants there. I have to do it like that. Yeah, 1 year for that. Again, that's not too bad. All right. Reed Boucher, probably not anymore. He could help. Yeah, sure, he helps out the AHL. How about Roden? Does he want? He wants a one-way deal. He wants a real deal. The problem is we actually might have some guys leaving this team. Because we're going to probably have Rasmussen leaving, maybe a couple others as well, so we might want a few of these guys. Although we do have other guys who won't be leaving yet. Like, man, this is going to be tough, actually. Gauntz, yeah, let's sign Gauntz. I like Gauntz. He only wants 1 year. I kind of want to commit to him for a bit longer. Although, maybe I don't, because if his spot does get taken, yeah, no. I like him, but I can't commit to him for that long. Unfortunately, I like the dude, but he might actually just get replaced, and I can't let my liking of him get in the way of that because he's not a crucial part of the. I mean, he's a good. All right, sorry, that sounds horrible to say, but he's not like one of those people that's like, oh, I gotta get Brendan Gauntz back. You know, there's these kind of guys. You could find them in free agency if you're in a pinch, basically. Larson, yeah, I think we gotta get Larson. He was decent depth. He might be replaced, sure. So I'll only get him for 1 year, and I can get him for ridiculously cheap, like right there. I didn't even do the math because I'm pretty sure I can get him at. And then this guy for sure. Does he still want a two-way? He does. Probably only. He might be capped out there around there, but I'll give him 3 years anyway because if he doesn't, I'll have him for cheap. So there we go. Let's get him for that 3 years. I really hope he doesn't cap out there. I don't think he should though. He's only 20. He's already 80 overall, man. I really don't think he should cap out around there. So I'm hoping I get him for a really good rookie deal right here. And he's able to play. Okay, Biega, I don't know yet. Nilsson, he could help out the AHL because we might have some guys leaving, but then we also have other guys who are there. But again, he might actually be decent depth for us as well. We do have a lot of defense. He wants a two-way deal, so I'll just give it to him for 1 year. Screw it. We do have a lot of defensemen, but I'll prioritize the other guys. This guy doesn't look like he's going to be turned out to be much, and I don't like his defensive stats. I might just let him go with the red top 6 potential because there's other guys who could get some ice time. Yeah, I don't like his defensive stats at all. He did okay. I mean, he did all right if you check out what he did in the AHL. He did okay. But, oh yeah, he's like a plus 29. He played. All right, 1 year. I'll sign him for 1 year. If he doesn't, yeah, if he wants more than that, I can't do it. Okay, let's lower it as much as possible. There we go. I'll sign him for 1 more year for the AHL. All right, Liljegren definitely. Hopefully he jumps. Let's get him for a full 3 years though. All right, yeah, let's get him for the full 3 years for the two-way deal. Anyone else here? Cramarosa, I'm gonna let go. He's nothing now. Apologies, but he's gone. Some people lost some morale. Rodin, I'm holding off on. Biega, also holding off on. I don't think I'll need Biega anymore, to be honest. Because we have, so yeah, I'm just going to say no, I don't need him anymore. So there. Alright, so Biega's gone. I'm definitely not going to need him anymore. We got Larson still, and we're going to have other guys jumping up. So, from Brisebois. Brisebois' defenseman, I don't think I'm going to need anymore. 22.77. I think I'll have other guys here. But From, I definitely want to see. He might still turn out to be something. I doubt it, but it might happen. So I'll give him the full 3 year two-way deal. Brisebois, hold off on right now. Padan, definitely not going to be anything, and I don't think I was even using him last year, so I'll release him. He's done. Okay, yeah. Let's see, goalies, hold on, I want to make sure. Okay, we do have Markstrom to sign. What the hell is he going to want? He wants like a starter's deal. Ugh. I might just have to release him. Vevalainen looked like he jumped up a bit, so he could be the backup. Okay, hold on. What does Vevalainen want? Does he want a real deal? No, he actually wants a two-way deal. I can get him for 3 year two-way deal. Take him up to he's almost done growing. For that max amount, I could probably get him for that, but hold on. Okay. If I did that, he jumps up to backup role. Then maybe Carletto and Marmalade are in the HL roles. Then we definitely don't need Markstrom anymore. And at 86, he's pushing it to be a backup, yeah. And that's money that I'll need. If I try to give him just 1 year, there's no way. Oh, that just goes. It's sky high if I try to. I think it's time to just let him go. We couldn't trade him for anything, but I think it's just time to let him go. Because we got Vevalainen who can play backup now. He still has to be a minor starter, but I think if he jumps a little bit after that great year he had, maybe he's ready. If not, we could sign a backup. I think Markstrom's just too much money, though. So we got all these guys to sign. I definitely want Marmalade. He did really good in that backup role. So sign him. This guy, he did crap, but whatever. I definitely want Vevalainen as well, so yeah, bounce him up to there as much as I can. Alright, hold off on the other guy for now, though. Alright, let me advance a day, see what we have left to work with. Yeah, I'm just going to advance a day here. Then I'll be able to make some more good decisions. Or I hope that are good decisions. I'll be able to better make decisions. There we go. That sounds a bit more humble. Alright, we got Trampkin, Larson Gauntz, Nilsson Ulevi, Harkins, Videmo, Marmalade, Liljegren, From, Elvenes. Yep, Mikola, Vevalainen. Alright, we got everyone. Good. Now, see how much money we got. We should have a decent amount still, but we got Berchi. We got to re-sign next year. 15 mil that we have left. Berchi's going to need to be signed next year. Brassard, but we could save money. Besser is probably going to want more money. Sutter, hopefully he wants less, but he might want more. Virtanen as well will have to re-sign. So if we're going to trade Virtanen, it's going to be this year. Okay, yeah, okay, let's just see who we have left to sign. There's still Boucher, Reed Boucher. I'm thinking in terms of AHL. This guy still could be good for AHL. What the hell? What happened? There we go. Let's see. Does he want to? He only wants a one-way, but I can get that for relatively cheap, I think. And I honestly think it would be worth it just for his playing ability on that AHL team because he seemed to help that AHL team. So Let's get him just for that. Keeping him in the AHL, that won't be worth a whole lot, even though it is a one-way. It won't be free, but it won't be worth a whole lot. Rodin, maybe him as well, just, again, to help the team. We're going to lose a few of these guys in to being called up, most likely, so it might be prudent to have a couple of these guys that are still there. And it's not like a huge amount of money. It's just it's just like a mil that I'd be investing. I don't know the amount that's subtracted from your salary when one-way deals are down to the AHL. I don't know the exact math on it. It's Brisebois guy. I don't think I'll need him. Let's just check defenseman though. Let's skip over. Let's just go by overall. Skip over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe someone jumps up. Then Nilsson, Subban. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Technically, maybe 6. Actually, I might want Brisebois. Yeah, I might want him. I could sign someone else in the but then I could just have him scratched. Does he want a two-way deal? I'll sign him just in case there's no one there. Yeah, we'll sign him. Just in case there's like no one in free agency that I could pick up. This guy I don't want. Bye. Okay. Goaltender wise, I'm still deciding on that, so hold on. Okay, we got 2 more pending. Kemp, yep, definitely want, yep, time to sign Kemp. 3-year deal. He'll be on the AHL team. This guy, 20 at 70, I could do. We'll see what he turns out to be. All right. No, not you. You're nothing. This McLeod guy as well, probably not anything, but I kind of want to see if he gets somewhere. So I'm gonna sign him anyway because he's got that top 6 potential. I'll play him somewhere, or he'll be scratched somewhere, but we'll do something. This guy, nah. Okay. I already tried to sign this guy, didn't I? Hold on. It sometimes does that, and I forget who I tried to sign. I hate that for the UFAs. Sometimes it like doesn't show that you tried to sign him. Okay, so we got Vavalainen and we got Marmelin. Okay, we could honestly pay Markstrom for 1 year to have another solid backup in play for Demko. But then the thing is, Vavalainen may get stunted. But I don't even know if he's going to jump up. Like, he's got high morale right now, which is why he's an 82 overall. He just won the Calder. Like, if he doesn't jump, then I wouldn't want to use him as a backup. I'd have to try to sign someone or trade for someone. And I know we'd be spending a lot of money on Markstrom, but at this point we could afford it for a year. So I'll sign Carletto anyway, just for well, actually this guy's 0 value. And he was taking away time from Vavalainen, so maybe I just want to let this guy go at this point and then bank on. I'll hold off on him as well because it'll depend. If I sign Carletto, it all depends on if I sign Markstrom. So I'm gonna hold off on that. Let's advance one more day here, and then we'll see. Okay, let's get all these contracts out of the way. We got Cools, we got Rodin, Boucher, McLeod, Brisebois, Kemp. All right, and I think that was it. Let's just double check everything. Yeah, man. Yep. There we go. Yeah, let's go by overalls here. All right, looks good. Everyone, anyone that I want to sign who's like 20 could play. Probably not. Not looking like it. Whoa. I'm not too sure how the hell that happened. That must have been like a computer-generated guy. Yeah, it was in the 7th, so obviously we didn't draft him, but the computer found him. Thank you, computer. 71. I'll just let him play somewhere, honestly. I don't need to sign him yet, although he is decent, but I would rather give it to other people than him. Because there's other players that I'm going to have. All right, yeah, I think that was it. So now it's the goalie situation. We have 15 mil to work with. We're not going to be spending like a huge amount in free agency. We might pick up someone for the second line, which in that case, maybe we don't want to sign Markstrom to a huge amount of 1 year that we'd give him. But in all honesty, though, having the solid, another super solid backup in Markstrom for Demko could be really good. And if Vavalainen jumps up, then we could still trade Markstrom or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna sign both Carletto and Markstrom just in case. He only wants 1 year. That's fine. Actually, I only want to give him 1 year. All right, and then Markstrom will only give him 1 year as well. And it's going to have to be a bit of money, but at this point, it's slightly worth it because we're not strapped for cash. We won't need to make a huge free agency signing, I don't think. And although if someone is there, well, hold on, we might still have about 10 mil to work with, so that wouldn't be terrible. So let me just do that math real quick. If we can get him for 5.3 by the looks of it, but again, he doesn't want this kind of a deal, so I might have to. I'll bump it up to like 5.4 flat, or I'll bump it up to 5.5. So 5.5 for that. I don't know, because of like there's some crazy guy in free agency. We could always pick up another backup, and I don't know. Demko's like for sure ready. There could be someone there who could change the look of our team, to be honest. So like we're gonna probably need a second liner. Virtanen might not be that guy. I'm just thinking defensively, if someone was there to pop up and like we'd want to sign just for like the time being, waiting on some guys, but I don't know. This is such a tough call. We would have less than 10 mil, which we could still sign a second liner for. We wouldn't be able to sign any kind of star guy like we signed Brassard. And even he was like a second liner that we had to spend 10 mil on because we wanted to change the price and everything. But it's a risk to kind of bank on maybe a guy who's is gonna be there. Oh man, this is tough. We also have some growth coming. You know what? We're gonna have some growth coming up. Someone might take the second line spot. Oh, man. I don't know. This is so tough. Virtanen's spot filling. We could trade him this year if we have someone coming up. We could easily trade him. He's not a depth guy. He doesn't have good enough defensive stats to play on a third line for me. Why is he so down? He shouldn't be down. I think that might just be natural at this point. 84, 85 capped, and that's not good enough for third line. Not even good enough for second line because of his stats. Oh, man, this is tough. So if I signed Markstrom, then I'm pretty much saying I can't go after someone like Brassard in the free agency like we did. That's not going to happen. And if I sign him, or if I don't sign him, then we could go after someone like that. We'd have to look for a backup or count on Vehvilainen being a backup. And you know what? You know what? I'm going with it. Releasing Markstrom, going with my gut. Demko's our guy now. Some people might lose morale. We can look for a backup. I don't want to cut ourselves short when it comes to free agency. There could be someone there. If there's not, then there's not. But we're still going with Demko. If we don't, we can still sign Markstrom if we want to there. It'll be a shit ton of money, but we could afford it. And I want to see what's in free agency. So I'm going to do that for now. And you might disagree with that, or you might think it's a good idea. I don't know. It's just something in my gut is telling me, don't make a decision before you see everything that's there. I want to see all the pieces, because when you're looking at if we want to have a deeper run, then we definitely need someone better in that top six. You know, Virtanen is, you got to say, he's got to be bringing people down. Doesn't have good offensive awareness, doesn't have good passing. He's got a decent shot, and he's not good defensively. He's boosted up by his good skating and high physical category, and his shooting. All right, his shot is good. I'm not gonna lie, his shot's good. But without the awareness and stuff, then how is he gonna score all the time? And it's in his production. You've seen it. It's not amazing. So yeah, I can't cut myself short here. We're gonna see what's there, and I think that was all we needed to do. Let's advance one more day. Make sure we get that goalie back, and then I'm hoping Vehvilainen gets a nice jump. He probably won't, but if anything, we could play him as a backup, even at what he is. I mean, he's not great, but he's okay. He did really well in the AHL, which, of course, is no... What the hell did I try to do? Did I advance a day? And then what did I do? Go back to here? I don't even know what the hell I did. I was too busy talking. All right, should be good. Okay, there we go. Now we're advancing to free agency. All right, so now we're going to see if there's anyone there. There could be no one there, but there might be someone here, and that's what I'm counting on. Maybe someone for that second line. Yep. There's a few guys here. All right, so I'm really glad that I didn't commit to anything like that. Kuznetsov and oh my God, the Caps lost a few. Kuznetsov is there, Backstrom is there, and there's also Hoffman here. Interesting. Radulov, but no, he's not quite good enough for second line. Not quite, nah. But there's a few guys here. Kuznetsov, Baxter. They're all listed to be first liners, though. Okay. We could always sign one of them and play him on the wing. Kuznetsov, are you a righty? Nah, shit, he's a lefty. Meh. Pretty damn good, though. One team interested already. He wants 6 years, though. Like, I don't even want to give anyone that amount. Hoffman wants 5 years. We could go for Little, though, to be honest. He only wants 3 years. Right, he's a righty. He could play on the right side of that second line. Then the problem is, then we have a second line, which is a two-way forward and 2 playmakers, which we wouldn't really have a finisher, although his shot's pretty good. But you don't know. Maybe when we get someone on the second line, when Sutter moves back down, then Little can shift over to the center, or Brassard goes over to the center. Then we have a finisher on that line. Not too sure. It could happen. We do have a couple snipers, right wingers coming up. I think Little might be our best option here. Little might be the best option. Kuznetsov, Backstrom, too many years, too much money. I'd have to spend a crap ton just to get him. Little honestly seems like the best one, and he's a righty, so he could play on that right wing side. And he's got great passing, great offensive awareness, decent poise. It's not amazing, but it's good enough. Defensively, he's pretty good. He's a good skater, good discipline, decent shot, all 87s in there, so that's not bad at all. And he looks just good. He's just a solid second liner by the looks of it, and I kind of dig it. So yeah, 32. I could sign him. I could just sign him for 3 years, trade him on that last year. 3 years, and wouldn't have to sign him for too much. I'd still have some money left to work with. We could sign a couple depth guys and also some prospects. So Little's, I think that's who I'm going to go with. You guys let me know about that, but Little looks the best. All right, so top 9 guys here. Need some. Ooh, oh, damn it. I saw that 80. I was hoping I would see a 20 next to him, but nope. Okay. Ooh, no good red top 9s this year. And no good real defense either. So there's not really any of those super. Ooh, a 23. Oh, nope. Restricted. Don't want to give up anything. 20. Holy fuck. How's this guy going by, everyone? All right. Remind me of this guy. B. Kreider. Bro. Oh, he's an enforcer. He's an enforcer at 80. How the hell is he 81 overall? What? Oh, it's because his physical category is jacked. He's actually, look how fast he is. He's this fast-ass skater, and he's got a jacked physical category, and he can pass well. And he's an 80. Bryce Kreider, enforcer. Enforcer extraordinaire. Drafted in the 3rd round. I don't know. What's his how bad is he? His discipline is terrible. I don't know. He just seems like a penalty magnet to me. But you guys can let me know about that. I don't know if he's a penalty magnet. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. So that guy, and there's like one top 9 guy who then here I would probably consider signing. There's the 72 guy probably. Oh, he's a playmaker. How about this guy? Power forward. Maybe sign them both just to see. Yeah, I'd probably say we got a couple roster slots. I could probably sign them both. Kadobin maybe. Sniper though, nah. All right. Well, let me know about all that stuff. Yeah, and then goalie wise, we don't need anyone, but how much just to see. I don't think we're gonna even need to go for. Oops. Go for what's his name? Yeah, he's right up at the top there. No teams are interested, but he's gonna want a shit ton of money. And he's going to want 2 years, and yeah, he's going to want a shit ton more than we'd have to give him, and I'm really digging Little. I think Little is someone we could really benefit from on this team. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm thinking we sign Brian. Why do I always call him Brock? Brian Little, sign him, and then maybe some of those prospects, and maybe a 4th liner, perhaps. All right, so that's my train of thought right there. You guys can let me know about all that in the free agency. I'm going to end it here, and you guys can make all those decisions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. The draft was relatively successful. We got everyone re-signed, and this free agency is looking juicy to fit our needs. All right, guys, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.